The Pittsburgh Pirates are brewing an insane talent before our very eyes.
He does with 100. How fitting indeed. Paul Skenes.
And trust me, you don't want to miss a single pitch. The first pitch of his career, a thunderbolt.
101 begins his big league career, ball one.
At just 21, Paul Skenes has the third fastest fastball in the MLB and has crafted one of the scariest pitches in baseball history.
The splinker?
I think so.
I had to look at the grip as he was letting it go. I think it was.
And he's just getting started. Here's how Paul Skenes burst onto the scene and took over baseball. It's only been a couple of months since Paul Skenes made it to the MLB, and he's already the most exciting prospect the league has seen in years. But to truly understand his meteoric rise, let's rewind to where it all began. Paul Skenes grew up in sunny Orange County, California, where he dominated on the baseball field at El Toro High School. He wasn't just a pitcher. He could swing the bat like a pro. With two uncles in the Navy, it wasn't surprising when Paul decided to attend the United States Air Force Academy, playing college ball for the Air Force Falcons. But the surprise was just how ridiculously good he was. In his freshman year, Paul was already a big deal, getting voted to the All-Star teams for the Coast View Athletic Association, Orange County, the CIF Southern Section, and the state of California. By his sophomore year, he was the team's ace, going 11-4 with 10.1 strikeouts per 9 innings. And if that wasn't impressive enough, he was even better at the plate, hitting 24 home runs with a .367 batting average in about 100 games. It was like he was playing a video game on cheat mode. But Paul wasn't just a beast on the mound. He was versatile, tearing it up at first base, in the outfield, and even behind the plate as a catcher. However, Paul realized that to take his baseball career to the next level, he needed more than what the Air Force Academy could offer. So, he made the smart move to transfer to LSU for his junior season. And it was a game changer. At Louisiana State University, he was throwing heat like never before, consistently pitching over 100 miles per hour. In one game, he threw 46 pitches over 100 miles per hour. To put that into perspective, only one other player in MLB history has ever done that. Over his college career, he racked up over 230 innings. By the end of 2022, calling his performance phenomenal is an understatement. He rocked a 1.69 ERA, a whip of just 0.75, and a strikeout ratio of 10.45. Skenes only allowed 7 home runs all year, with a 45.2% strikeout rate and a walk rate of just 4.3%. This incredible performance on the mound also saw him raking in a ton of awards, including the National Pitcher of the Year Award, the Dick Howser Trophy, and the title of College World Series Most Outstanding Player. With such an impressive portfolio, Paul was practically every team's dream. I mean, he was just 21 and putting up numbers that even seasoned pros struggle to hit. So, when scouts came looking for prospects, they practically had to pick their jaws up off the floor after seeing him. Draft day finally rolled around, and the Pirates had their pick. They didn't waste a second selecting Skenes with the first overall pick in the 2023 MLB Draft. And just like that, he signed a cool $9.2 million contract, making him the highest-paid draft player ever. On August 7th, Skenes got his first assignment with the rookie-level Florida Complex League Pirates, where they planned to ease him in after his heavy workload at LSU in order to keep his shoulder healthy. A couple of days later, he made his pro debut on August 10th, and as expected, he didn't disappoint. He pitched a 1-2-3 inning against the FCL Twins, with all but one of his pitches clocking in at 99 miles per hour or higher. He even struck out fellow top draft pick Walker Jenkins. It was at this point the Pirates really knew that they had struck gold. I mean, they knew he had so much potential. That's why they signed him in the first place. However, Skenes managed to blow their minds. So much so that just 5 days later, he was bumped to the Single-A Bradenton Marauders. And after watching him play again, they decided he deserved another promotion. So 6 days after that, he got promoted again to the Double-A Altoona Curve. Skenes was on the fast track, literally. And it's not just that the results were excellent, his stuff was absolutely insane. By the start of the 2024 season, the Pirates promoted him again, and this time, he was tearing it up with the Triple-A Indianapolis Indians. And as usual, he dominated. Across 21 fastballs, Paul averaged a blistering 100.1 miles per hour, hit triple digits a dozen times, and even touched 101.2 miles per hour in the third inning. Not a single heater dipped below 99.1 miles per hour. In the StatCast era, only 2 Major League pitchers have had a start with as many fastballs and a higher average fastball velocity. Skenes also racked up an impressive 12 whiffs in just 46 pitches, with 6 coming on his four-seamer, 3 on his slider, 2 on his sinker, and 1 on his changeup. That's a 52% whiff rate, 43% on his fastball alone. It's like batters were swinging at ghosts. He eventually gave up a solo home run to Buffalo outfielder Will Robertson, a Toronto Blue Jays prospect, in the 5th inning. But even with allowing 2 earned runs for the first time this season, Skenes' ERA only ticked up to 0.99. After tearing it up in Triple-A, everyone was buzzing about when Paul's MLB debut would finally happen. When the Pirates finally pulled the trigger and announced his promotion, it was like fireworks went off in the baseball community, especially among Pirates fans, who had practically been waiting since he got drafted. Skenes' debut quickly became the hottest ticket in MLB, with fans counting down the seconds until game day. And on the 11th of May, Skenes' much-anticipated debut finally arrived in a game against the Cubs, and you could probably feel the excitement in the air. The stadium was packed to the rafters, with every eye glued to the mound as Paul stepped up. And let me tell you, he didn't just step up, he owned that moment. Skenes' first Major League inning began with fireworks, striking out Mike Tauchman and Suzuki. He did issue a walk to Cody Bellinger, but managed to escape trouble when Morel flied out to center field. The second inning posted challenges as Skenes loaded the bases, but he dug deep to keep the Cubs from scoring. It started well with Ian Happ grounding back to him, but then things got tense as Nico Horner got hit by a pitch and Skenes walked Bush. Mastrobuoni then singled to load the bases, but Skenes buckled down, striking out Gomez and inducing a groundout from Tauchman to escape unscathed. In the third inning, Skenes showed his dominance again, striking out Suzuki and getting Bellinger to fly out to center. Morel managed to hit, but was caught trying to steal second base. The fourth inning had its ups and downs. Skenes struck out Happ, but then gave up a home run to Horner. Despite the setback, Skenes regrouped to strike out Bush and Gomez, finishing the inning strong. He was eventually pulled out of the game in the 5th inning because, as usual, the coach didn't want to put too much pressure on his shoulders. But there was no denying how much of a solid start to his MLB career it was. In the end, he allowed 6 hits, earned 3 runs, 2 walks, and 7 strikeouts. But the real magic happened in his second career start. Skenes came out guns blazing, striking out the first 7 batters he faced. An electrifying start that set a new record for the longest streak to open a game in Pirates franchise history. This also ranks as the 3rd longest streak by a rookie in the live ball era since 1920, trailing only Jacob deGrom and Jim DeShays. Throughout the game, Skenes showcased his impressive velocity, consistently hitting triple digits. 6 of his 11 strikeouts on the day came on pitches clocked at 100 miles per hour or faster, tying him with the Reds' Hunter Green for the 3rd most 100-plus mile per hour strikeouts in a game during the pitch tracking era. In total, Skenes fired 12 pitches that registered at 100 miles per hour or faster in this game, adding to the 17 he threw in his debut. With a season total of 29 such pitches, Skenes now leads all starters, surpassing the Angels' Jose Soriano, who had 28 in 7 games started. Remarkably, Skenes now boasts 2 of the 3 starts this season where a pitcher threw at least a dozen pitches with triple-digit velocity. And to think, he hasn't even spent 2 full months in the league, and he's already making and breaking records like he owns the place. I don't know about you, but that looks like a full-on takeover, don't you think? Let us know in the comments.